in a while, or else they just stop working. It's a really fun time. But it looks like it's working based off of this. So let's pray. Sorry it took me so long to get here. I'm 10 minutes late. It's because I was trying to share the link to this on Twitter and I couldn't find the cowboy hat emoji. So took me a second, but I'm here. Hi, welcome, good morning. Today, I just wanted to share with you what I've been listening to in January. There's a few things. For the sake of the replay, like when people come to watch this who weren't here live, I'm just going to go over these first so that they can watch that and then choose to leave if they want to. Then we're going to get into the vinyl giveaway. And then from there, we can just chat. It'll be fun. So, hi, I think this is working. Let's hope. Let's just hope it's working. So let's just start talking. That's dangerous. Anyways, okay. So actually maybe I'll work in the vinyl giveaway to my first thing that I'm listening to. Um I see what's happening. I did not have live chat turned on correctly. Always a great sign. Love that for me. Okay, hi, it is working. Hello. Okay, I assume the audio is working too, or somebody would have said it's not. So let's hop right in. The first thing I have been listening to in January, well, for like the last week at least, was Bring Me the Horizon's Ammo. Specifically, In the Dark is the standout track for me right now, besides the singles. That one and, oh God, the second song. Mother Tongue. I really like Mother Tongue. Obviously, I still like Wonderful Life and Mantra. I think those were great songs too, and Medicine. But like, I really love In the Dark. I'm still so thrown off by the Grimes track. Like, it's good, but I'm just so confused by it. But yeah, I've been listening to Ammo a lot. I really do like it. I think it's a really cool progression for Bring Me the Horizon, and I think it's going to pay off for them. And I can't wait to see them headlining festivals all over the world. Which brings us to our giveaway of the week. So I have a box here. I've got a bunch of copies of Ammo on vinyl. I have 3 copies of Ammo on vinyl, and they're going to go to you guys. And yeah, there's a link in the description box below, and you can click on that and you can just enter. I added a couple ways, so it's not like, oh no, I don't have Twitter, I can't enter. There's a few ways. You should be able to find one, I hope. But yeah, Ammo. I'll bring this up again later for those that didn't tune in at the very beginning. But yes, if you want vinyl, they're actually really cool. I like the plastic sleeve idea. I thought that was just going to be for the CDs because they were in like a little baggie. It's kind of fun. Anyways, yeah, we'll talk about that again in a minute. I'm just going to share this over on Facebook too. Nobody ever comments or does anything on Facebook, but everybody finds that I'm doing stuff through Facebook. Does that make sense? What I'm saying is I want my Nana to know I'm here. Okay, next on the list is a band called Royals, Ryls. Please tell me I didn't mix up those letters. Remember back when I used to talk about vinyl and I spelled it out and they told me I was wrong? So Royals, they're from Toronto. They put out this cover of Bring Me the Horizon's Doomed and Halsey's Gasoline, and they sent me a link to it, and I was like, oh, okay, I'm obsessed with this. That's cool. And then they put out an EP, and I have been listening to the song Waves, and like I messaged them. I was like, I think this might be my favorite song that's ever been made, just because it's like such a combination of my entire music history progression of like the things I liked about the like Warped Tour scene phase and like the things I like about music now, just everything meshed together perfectly. I don't know how to describe it, but it's wonderful. But they have a new EP out. They have a show coming up in Toronto. So I'm gonna change up my best of the month playlist on Spotify to reflect all these songs. So if you want to check them out, I'll have the link to that below as well. It's not there right now, but it will be when you catch the replay. So sorry. The next one is another Toronto band. They're called Fadeaways, and I'm literally obsessed with them. Like I just I don't know, oftentimes when you find a band that's new, like very new, you can tell and you can feel that they're still like finding their footing, but they sound like they've been making music for like 20 years together. It's almost infuriating, but it's so good. Oh my god. You probably have heard me talking about their first single, Get Along. So good. But they have a song on the new album slash EP. I'm not sure which it is. It's like long enough to be a full length, but I don't know if it is minutes wise. Um, but the song She Don't Know Why, I just listen to it. I just put it on repeat and I drive in the car and that's it. I'm ready. That's all I need. It's so good. So I'll have that in the playlist too, so you can check it out. Please do. Check out some nice local Toronto talent. Get these guys touring. It's a lot less expensive to tour in other countries than it is in Canada. So help them find their footing elsewhere so they can save money and still tour. um, next is another Canadian band. Apparently, this is just who I am these days, supporting my city and my country. Good for me by accident. Bearings, but y'all know Bearings. But I've been listening to Bearings a lot this month. I don't know what happened relative to other months, but Where You Are is like the best intro track on an album I've heard in a minute. It just hooks you in so quickly, and I think it's a great song. Their their EP that they put out before, it was fine. Like I listened to it and I was like, this is fine. But then they put out the album. It's like so fantastic, like so much of a jump from the EP. I don't know why it hit me like that, but I just think it's so impressive. And the whole album is fantastic, but specifically, like Where You Are is a great song to hook you in my opinion. And I just, I really like them now. Like I'm a Bearings stan for sure. And a lot of my friends also love them a lot. So it's nice now to be able to like engage in the conversation with them. Next on the list is Sigrid. I hope I am saying that correctly. She just released one of the, I hope you guys are watching like the Vivo Discover series. They just have like all these new young artists and then they record these cool live sessions with them. And like back in the day, it used to be more basic, I guess. And now they have like this cool futuristic room that they film in. And it's just like so much fun. And I feel like for new artists that don't get a lot of opportunities like that, like that's usually set for like once you reach a certain level, but they're finding new artists and helping them get to that level through these cool experiences. And I feel like that's got to be so fun to be a new artist doing that. Sigrid just released one for her song "I Don't Feel Like Crying," and she's wonderful. Like, wow. But the music was already out beforehand, so I was already listening to it. But like, I just find these live sessions they do hit different, you know? Sigrid, she's wonderful. She'll be on the playlist too, so you can check it out. The next one is not a surprise to anybody who's ever seen this channel before, and it is The Main's Numb Without You. I already made a video about it, so you may have already seen me talk about it. Now that I've given it more time to set in than just my first listen, it's as perfect as I thought it was. And I've already gotten to hear it live twice, which is wild. But The Main really just like steps it up every single time they do anything. They step them up themselves. That wasn't English. I did try though. But they just, every time they release something, they don't get trapped by what they did last time and they create something better and different every time. And every single time I'm just blown away. And I always am like, what if I don't like what they do next? And then I don't know. I don't really doubt them. It's more just like, I want to remain objective and not just love things because it's them doing it, you know? So it feels nice to just always love what they're doing. Feels really good. Okay, 1 second. I'm just posting the link on the Facebook. And I'm not even gonna worry about finding the cowboy emoji because I'm just gonna copy my message over from Twitter so I don't have to look for it again. Why are my eyes unable to find him when I love him so much? So hard. Anyways, okay, next we have my good pal. Okay, yes, I'm so glad other people are loving this new single by The Maine too, because it's just like those strings are worked in so well. And it makes me think, like, you know how I cry a lot? Okay, wait, end that sentence and still true. But you know how I cry a lot over Bring Me the Horizon's Royal Albert Hall performance? Imagine The Maine doing a performance with an orchestra. I would just cry forever. Okay, so the next song on the list is by my friend Joe Wood. I think he's incredible. And he has a new song called Try. Actually, all his songs so far have just been like nice electro pop goodness. I just think they're so fun to listen to. And Try is probably my favorite song so far, which is sick. I'm going to do a thing where I unplug my headphones and plug them back in because I feel like we're going to get to the point soon where it just stops. I heard it crackle on again. I think we'll be fine. There is a new. Okay, wait. No, I was gonna just forget what I was saying. That's great. Joe Wood, very good. His songs are great. It'll be on the playlist. I think he's been on my best of the month playlist every month since he started releasing music, so that's great. Next, there's a band called Bad Flower. One of my lovely subscribers, Morgan, recommended Bad Flower to me, and like literally within an hour, I was like, "Oh, I love them," and she was like, "Told you so." She was right. Um, I don't even know how to describe them because it's just so many things. But their song "Heroine" is the one that has been like the most fun, or like Anna, which had to look at it for a really long time, like an embarrassingly long time before I was like, "Oh, they mean Xanax." Like I just did not click. It's fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. But they have one song, oh gosh, Ghost, and it just like is a lot. Like listening to it when you're driving is a lot. It's very sad. So just a warning if you listen to them, like it's gonna be sad, okay? But Bad Flower, they're really fun, and I looked them up and I was like, oh my god, this guy looks skinny and pale and dying. That's my type. And then I found out he's dating Kaylee Cuoco's sister, and I was like, I'll continue to be alone. It's fine. This is just how I operate. I look and I'm like, who will I marry? Everybody is an option. They all look like they're dying, and it's fine. Anyways, there is a new single out from Pup, which is another Toronto band. Clearly, there's a theme here, but it was not intentional. It's just I really like the music coming out of my hometown right now. So that's kind of fun. I love to see everybody getting so excited about stuff in the comments. After I get through this list, which will hopefully be relatively quickly, I want to hear what you guys have been listening to because I need some new stuff to listen to for February. And yeah, so Pup has a new song called Kids. They just signed to like a new label. This whole thing happened. They were selling pre-order packages that had like inflatable life rafts, and I almost bought one, but actually was able to restrain myself, which is amazing. But it's a great song. It's a classic pop song. Like I don't even feel like I need to describe it because their music always just it's pop. Like you just feel it. So if you like Pup, you will like their new song Kids, and you'll probably like their new album, which I'm assuming I will too. I already ordered vinyl because of course I did. And yeah, so the next band is also a Canadian band, but they're from Kingston, so like a little different. So that's cool too. They're called the Glorious Sons. A lot of you have probably heard of them. I hopped on tour with them for like a couple days in the fall. And so I got to see them perform the same songs live every night for like a few days. And they're all really good songs, obviously. They have a lot of really good songs, but Sawed Off Shotgun, SOS, I was losing my mind. Like I was ready to start a mosh pit at this like country rock show, and nobody else would have liked that. I was apparently being a little bit too aggressive in my excitement already. So like if I started throwing my hands around, people would have been really mad. But man, that is such a good song. I'm gonna like throw that to the top of the playlist. Like it's just so good. So the Glorious Sons, Sawed Off Shotgun. I think it hit like number one at rock radio on the Billboard charts in the States, which is amazing. So that's awesome for them. Next on the list, we have a couple of American bands and like other bands, and then we're back to Canada. So just so you know. So next is Lainey. I can't remember who told me to listen to Lainey. I think it was everybody. And I didn't like their previous stuff. I wanted to. I listened to it and was like, I want to like this. And I just didn't connect with it. But Malibu Nights is such a good album. Oh my God. Specifically the song If You See Her. Wow. I felt that. Like, what an album. But like, what a song, you know? What is this? Joe Wood is texting me. It's like he knew I was talking about him. Yeah. Sorry. I thought he was texting me about this, being like, why are you talking about me? But he was not. He's asking me about other things. We will get back to that later. Sorry. Got totally distracted and I can't even edit it out because this is live. Love that for me. Anyways, the next song on the list is Swimmer's Trash Bag Baby. I've been liking the singles they've been releasing so far, but it also like doesn't quite feel like Swimmers. Something about it just feels different, you know, which is fine. And like it happens and you change as a band. But like, since this is their first release actually happening through their new label, I was worried that it was like the label doing it. And then Trash Bag Baby came out and they had like dual lead vocals. And I was like, okay, I'm fine. Continue on, do whatever you're doing. Love that. Continue. So the new Swimmer song is like real good. I'm a big fan. And they're both such good vocalists and they both sound really good on that song and they sound good together and the song is catchy and I love the message behind it, everything about it. Fantastic. Love that. I realize we're already 16 minutes into this and I haven't even finished my list. So I'm going to try to talk faster or less. We'll figure it out as we go. The next band is one that I literally got introduced to yesterday. So technically they shouldn't be on this list because yesterday was February 1st. So technically I'm going to talk about them next month. I'm going to make a note of that. But I'm also just going to mention it so you guys can spend February listening to them. Fever 333. They are like Rage Against the Machine meets Linkin Park. And I love them. I love them. I love them so much. I don't care about anything else except for Fever 333. I hope that's how you say the numbers because I love when bands decide. It's like, actually, it's 33-3. You're like, oh, thanks. Wow. Their song Burn It. Actually, all their songs and the videos, like just go in on all of it. Oh, God. Amazing. The next one on the list is another Canadian. They're called Valley, and I love them, and I think you guys will love them too because they love the Maine, and that makes me trust them as people. So anybody that likes the Maine is a good, pure-hearted person. That's just how it is. So Valley are good, pure-hearted people, and they release beautiful pop music that I love so much, and they're going on tour with Lennon Stella, which is so cool. I hope she still does like the cup song thing. That would be great. Just like in her live shows as an adult, she's like, alrighty, let's get back to this. But Valley has an EP out right now called Maybe Side A, and then Side B is coming. I don't know when, but it's coming. Maybe they've announced it, and I was just blacked out because I was so excited about them touring with Lennon. But yeah, they have a song that's called There's Still a Light in the House. I believe that's the full name, unless I wrote that as a short form, but I don't think so. And it reminds me of Rod Stewart, actually. I told that to somebody and they got upset. And I was like, listen, that was meant to be a compliment. I love Rod Stewart. I've been raised around Rod Stewart. But it's just like good, fun, energetic pop music. And they're lovely people. And they literally like, we were talking and they were looking at my account on Instagram being like, oh, do we follow you? And then they're like, why is this all the Maine? And I was like, oh, I just got back from like their festival. And they were like, listen, we love the Maine. We love the Maine so much. So we actually we're going to hang out and maybe film a YouTube video about the Maine. So stay tuned for that. Now that I've said it here, we kind of need to make it happen because this is legally binding, I'm pretty sure. But anyways, their whole EP is just so much fun. There's another song called Name Dropper. That was my early favorite, but the like Rod Stewart vibes on There's Still a Light in the House are really getting me now. I think that's not even on this EP. That's on their last album, but the new EP is amazing. So I'm going to link a song from that as well in the playlist. For those of you just tuning in, just wanted to issue a quick reminder. We got Bring Me the Horizon vinyl. There's a link below if you want to win it. That's all. Next on the list is Ariana Grande, Seven Rings. I know this song is not actually called Tiny Barbecue Finger, but Seven Rings is really a mood booster. Like, I had a really weird job interview and like felt weird about it. And then I just put that song on replay while I sat in 45 minutes of traffic where I didn't move. And I had a great time. It is such a fun song just to like listen to for no reason. Just like listen on repeat. It makes you feel so good about yourself, even though it's like, I can't relate to any of this, but I just like feel good saying it. So thanks, Ariana Grande, for that. Next on the list is not something new, but it's something I've been listening to a lot this month by coincidence with the fact that it came on while we were at a Dutch Bros in Arizona. And I was like, what's happening? And it is Citizen. I've been listening to their album As You Please a lot. I listened to their past albums and they were good, but like I can't recall anything besides like that one line that's like, I should have crashed the car the night I drove alone. That's like all I can recall. The rest of it just kind of is a blur. As You Please is a fantastic album. The song Jet is a great opening track. In the middle of it all is a song that came on in Dutch Bros. And we all got, like, we were all just like, haha, it's so nice. Is Citizen playing right now? It just like drained everybody. They're powerful. They're more powerful than they know. Next on the list, Taylor Jansen. From what I know, she is like part of the Paramore stan community. I could be wrong, but like all the Paramore stans are like Taylor. So like I assume she's part of it. Her music is beautiful. It's just like feel it in my heart. And I don't know how to describe how I feel when I listen to her music. But wow, she has a song called New Mercies. It's like her latest single. You should totally listen to that one. It will be in the playlist. She's been announced for like a bunch of festival lineups and stuff too. I think she's playing Bunbury. So like that is amazing. Go check her out. I cannot believe I've been talking for this long and I've just been talking to myself. I feel so bad. This is why I need editing. This is why I don't do live streams, but I figured this was more fun for once, just to do it once. So we're doing it and it's too late. We're 22 minutes in. I can't take it back now. Next on the list, Mitski. I said in my best music or best albums of 2018 video that I was like, I think this would have been one of my favorite albums of the year if I had found it on time, but I just discovered it in like the last week of December. Remember My Name is a great track. Nobody, also a great track. The whole album is really good, but like Remember My Name is the one I keep coming back to. And I was right. This would have been one of my favorite albums of last year if I had just been paying attention properly. So you should totally listen to Mitski. The next one is Diva Sweetly, their song Detox Island. My friend Jamie Coletta just started a new company called No Earbuds. You should totally follow them as well. I'll put those links somewhere. She has a playlist that she updates with like new music that she loves and is listening to and like artists she's working with that she loves. And Diva Sweetly was on there. And it just like, I was listening to her playlist and I was like, oh, this is so good. And then that song started and I was like, whoa. And I have not stopped listening to it since because Jamie Coletta is an angel with perfect music taste. And she is a perfect person who cares about people and she's just great. And I could talk about her all day, but I'm really glad that I found Diva Sweetly because of her. And the last one on the list is something that is also not new and also not something that I discovered in January, but something that I have been listening to and then listened to a lot in January. And it is Rin Weaver's Reasons Not to Die. She started off the year by saying something about how she's finally going to release new music this year. And I was like, I felt my heart fall out of my body because I've been waiting since The Fool for new music. And I've gotten only this one demo that she released for a compilation thing. And it's so beautiful. And it's just a demo. And it's like, that's what she sounded like on a demo. She's so good. It, like, hurts me. Um, but yeah, Rin Weaver, she's wonderful. That's what I've been listening to in January. I'm sure there's more that I was listening to and forgot to put on my list, but I will add those to the playlist so you can find them there as well. There was a song by Toledo, but I couldn't remember what it was called. So I'll put that on the playlist too. Toledo, check them out. And now let's just get into the chill part of this live stream, okay? Apparently the part where I turn into Miranda Sings. So yeah, a reminder, 3 copies of Bring Me the Horizons ammo. Do you want one? You can have one. Somebody win this vinyl. So hey guys, what's up? How have you been? What have you been listening to? What's good? What have I been missing out on in terms of good memes? Like, just let me know what's good right now. And that's all I'm looking for. What have you guys been listening to? What is the haps? What's the good word on the street? I am so used to now live streaming. Ooh, love. I'm writing that down because I think I've listened to them a little bit. Why do they sound familiar? But I don't actually know. Also, I would like to note that I don't have AirPods, and now it makes me feel like a garbage person. Why are mine on a string? Oh, The Fame. I love The Fame. I really love The Fame. They had like scandal stuff, but they dealt with it really well, I think, in my opinion. Like, they just kind of cut that off, and that's great. Oh, Love and Troye Sivan. Ooh, writing that down too. Oh my gosh, yes. I haven't seen them live yet, but I've heard such good things. Have fun seeing them. Tell me how it is. I want to hear about how that show is. I don't know what's going on here. I'm just going to ignore it. James Lake. Oh my gosh, I haven't listened to that yet, but I keep hearing about it. But I think it's because there used to be a tennis star, and I think his name is also James Blake, and he was like one of my favorites when I was young. And I used to watch a lot of tennis for some reason. And so every time I hear that, I just think about tennis instead of like, oh, I should listen to that music. I've heard, I think it was Liz that told me to listen to Emarosa, and I was like, Liz? Yeah, so apparently these new singles are really good. So I have to write that down too, because I wrote it down when she told me to, and then promptly fell asleep and forgot. Youth Fountain, haven't heard of them, so that would be fun. Actually, maybe I did. Now that I've said it, I feel like I have heard of it, but I don't know why. I have to look that up. Pale Waves, I haven't gotten into them, but like I've listened to them, but not in a while. Is their new album good? I should check that out too. I just have Remember My Name by Mitski stuck in my head right now. So it's like I'm afraid I'm going to start saying, like, if I start writing and talking at the same time, I'm going to accidentally just say the lyrics instead of the words I'm thinking. Because that's just how it be sometimes. Really do be like that. What else are we listening to? They have a release coming in March. Ooh, love good vinyl pressing. So I'll have to get into Youth Fountain fast enough to check out these vinyl pressings. Oh yeah, Set It Off. I heard about that. I don't actually listen to Set It Off, but I'll check that out too. Oh, The World is a Beautiful Place and I'm No Longer Afraid to Die. Wonderful. Oh, that'll be fun. Oh my God, you guys are listening to so much different stuff. Nobody said the same thing twice. Love that. Yeah, I should probably try and film another video today and either post it tomorrow or just have it like pre-recorded for next weekend. I've got a bunch of new vinyl pressings that I feel like I should be like putting together somehow. Ooh, Julia Michaels, Bleachers. I've listened to Bleachers. Actually, one of my friends gave me a bunch of vinyl. Public. Okay, public. One of my friends gave me a bunch of vinyl that she didn't want anymore because she wanted me to list it in the Camp Unlost store and sell it for her. And I was like, that's kind of a cool idea. Yeah, for sure. And there is a pink pressings of Bleachers. I think it's one of the ones with the covers. I'll find it. It's gonna be up in the Camp and Lost store soon. I just have to like get pictures and get them listed. But yeah, so if you guys like bleachers, maybe somebody wants that. I'm not sure. Martin Garrix. I actually used to work for Martin Garrix, I think, when I was at the label I was at. I should I should probably know that. But there were so many young DJ guys. Yeah, no, I did work for Martin Garrix. Oh god. Oh, it's all a blur. There were so many of them. Yes. I listened to him a lot more back then when I was like when I had to. Okay, wait. Let me hang on. I'm staying plugged in. Also, I'm like in my bed. I'm still in my sweatpants. Don't judge me, please. Okay, wait. Hang on. The bag is right here. I just need to grab it. It's covered in salt because Toronto's covered in salt. Also, look at my new shirt. This shirt wrinkles more than any shirt I've ever seen in my life, but it's amazing because it looks like this shirt. Oh my god, hello, Allie's here. Mike Kroll. Oh, gotta write that down. Mike Kroll. Almost spelt that wrong despite looking at the words in front of my face, which is great. Okay, so hang on. Okay, she sent me, ooh, Cassidy Pope, that's fun. Okay, so here are the records she gave me to list in the Camp and Lost store. There is this one by, I can't read this, Parquet Courts, I think. This, and ooh, Garage Rock. Oh, this one, I think, I don't know if it's by Weed or if it's called Weed. This one is called Dead Gaze. Aha, here it is. It's Bleachers, Strange Desire, The Demos. That's the one it is. And it is on pink vinyl. So that'll be up in the store soon. I just have to get it listed. And then she has this Cherry Glazer album. And Thurston Moore. And fucked up. So there's lots of stuff here. I wonder if I should start like going out and finding cool used records to put up in the store now that my vinyl distributor has disappeared, which is so stressful. I have a pink pressing of Badlands too. Oh my god, remember Badlands? Remember the Badlands era? Like, remember the good days? I miss them. I just want to live in the past. Also, hey, if you guys don't follow me on Instagram, perhaps you have not seen that I have been wildly and aggressively and spontaneously planning moving to England. One of my friends got a law fellowship there and was like, yo, I know you've been wanting to move there. Like, you want to come? And I was like, yeah, I do. So only time will tell if I get my visa approved, actually go through with it. So, but if I do, y'all, I'm going to need some recommendations on things that are good for there because I've only ever been there as a tourist. So I don't actually know how to do things logically as a citizen. So, lots of festivals, I feel like it'll be so cool just to be able to show off like the music scene in a different place. Oh my God, Hannah, it's you. You are like one of the biggest supporters of this move. And like, honestly, I appreciate it because it really helps me from like being like, I shouldn't do it. I'm ready to do it. I miss the Badlands era so much. And it kicked off when I was in the UK. I literally was like, refreshing the SoundScan charts and like refreshing the iTunes charts and everything, just trying to see how it was doing the whole time I was there. Cause I was working her project when Badlands came out and I was on an airplane from Ireland to London and her album hit number 2 on the iTunes charts. I just started crying. And the whole plane was like, do we need to remove her? And I was like, so the UK holds a very special place in my heart in relation to Badlands. So isn't that beautiful? Oh gosh, Allison, we have to. Oh my God. Yeah, no, if I go, I'm not going for long. I don't think. I say that and then I'll probably be there for like 2 years. But anyways, this is something I've been talking about for like the last 7 years at least. So it's like, if I don't do it before I turn 30, I can't do it. Oh my God, Morgan, stop. But yeah, like I would you can only go for 2 years. It's like the special visa. Oh, I was supposed to listen to that Chase Atlantic EP. Their label sent it to me, and I have not had time yet because I have been so busy. I have to listen to it today and then actually respond to their email. Oh my god. What was the other message I was looking at? Oh, Young Culture. I met them, I think. Or did I just meet their manager? God, I don't know anymore. Oh, but I always have emails about them in my inbox too. I should listen to them again because I listened to them on their last release. But I feel like after everything happened with how much more I liked Bearing's new album compared to their first EP, I feel like I should just keep listening to the same bands that I'm not sure I like over and over and over until I find something I do like, because there probably will be something. Isn't that fun? um, yeah, but these are all great recommendations. I'm very excited to sit down and listen to literally all of them. Why do I always have so many things open on my desktop that I don't need? I'm sure that's why everything moves so slowly. I constantly cut out of every live thing I ever do. The score. Okay, the score. Writing that down. Do I listen to Water Parks? Yes and no. I have listened to everything they have ever released. I just don't find myself listening to it like I'm not like, oh man, I really want to listen to Water Parks right now. But if it comes on, I know all the words. Does that make sense? So like that's a weird spot to be in where I like literally know every song, but I just like my brain is never like, yo, put that song on. Except I always have Blonde stuck in my head all the time. Oh, Sabrina Carpenter. Oh my god, I used to put together like reports on her music like 4 years ago. Oh, listen, I would die for any of the artists on Dirty Hit. Like, No Rome is my child. I would die for him. Oh, A Will Away. I think I keep talking about them because I'm like, oh, I need to listen to them, and I still haven't made time for it because I'm a jerk. But like, yeah, I should do that. That's on my list now. Um, Sick. Hey, you guys want to see the poster from 8123 Fest? It's been sitting on my bed. I do get stressed when I see Austin Knight talking in all caps all the time on Twitter. It stresses me out because it just sounds like the inside of my brain and it makes me very stressed. Hey, look at this. I need a frame or something. It makes me emotional. Oh my god, I want to be in the desert. But this has just been sitting on my bed because I don't know where to put it. And apparently my new storage location for everything is on my bed. There goes the elastic band. Hang on. Okay, we're good. Everything's fine. Oh, remember the Somerset? Me too. Also, I just went to my P.O. box and I got this card from Stephanie, and I was going to say her last name and I didn't because I shouldn't. And I have to write her like a thank you note. But Stephanie, if you're here, thank you. I loved your card. I cried in the post office. Have I listened to The Regrets? I think so. Oh no, I love Brockhampton. I listen to Brockhampton every day of my life. I love them. My music taste, I don't even know what my music tastes are anymore. I feel like I have like every time somebody listens to my playlist, they're like, why is this here? It's like, I don't know. I have no idea. It's a mess. It's just everywhere. A lot of times I don't listen to things like if it's just like a genre that people around me aren't listening to, they don't. The SpongeBob Broadway musical. I watched a live performance of that. They performed on like the Today Show or something. It seemed very fun. Also, I just love Broadway, so like I will actually check that out. Oh, my favorite song off of Youngblood. Hang on, I'm opening Spotify. I need to look at all of them and judge them in the moment. Speaking of Youngblood, how about Youngblood? What do we think of Youngblood and Halsey? Can we talk about that for just a moment? Okay. Okay. Um, okay. I think my favorite song off of Youngblood is I want to say Moving Along. I immediately regret my decision, but I think that's it. Okay, Moving Along. I'm sticking with it, but my brain is also going like talk fast and like lie to me. But Moving Along, I think that's it. I'm already stressed thinking about it. Oh my god, what song am I most excited to hear on You Are Okay? The Main's new album coming out March 29th. Pre-order your copy with a coat and a vinyl record and a wallet now. Um, I don't know. The whole thing. I really like Valentine too. That's a great song, Vinny. Um, I don't know. I just want to hear the whole thing because that's the thing with the main is it's like I have to take in the whole album a few times first before I can just start to like enjoy it. I have to just like absorb all of what's happening. And it's such a stressful experience. Oh man, and I can film a first listen where I just cry the whole time. I've been having a lot of fun with that. Do you guys like those videos? Like, do you hate them? Let me know. Because I can't tell if I'm just making these videos for myself or if other people actually like watching them. They get a lot more dislikes than my other videos, but I feel like that's just because people have a lot of opinions. Okay, cool. Okay, I'm glad Kat likes them. Because it's like it's a lot of fun just listening for the first time and then getting to go back and like see my own reaction for myself too and just be like, yeah, that is how I felt the first time and now I feel so much differently. Yo, that's why you listen to that album? Oh my gosh. Can I just talk about how all of my friends, when things happen, like if somebody walks into something, everybody just goes, and then everybody else goes, was that real? Uh, have you guys seen that Vine? Please tell me. I literally just looked at that saying, I hate my thumbs, and was like, is that a band I should listen to? And then realized that you were saying something about your spelling. It took me a second. Why did it just get so dark in here? It is 12:52. It should not be dark. I hate Canada in the winter. That's why we're going to London for the summer and maybe for 2 years. Okay, thank God somebody knows that Vine. I live for that Vine. I would die for that Vine. I would die by that Vine. Like, it's some serious stuff, okay? But yeah, I've been having like I always used to be so against like reaction videos, but I feel like I've found a balance that I enjoy between reacting and reviewing and doing a little bit of both because I don't have big enough reactions to just do a reaction and I don't have coherent enough opinions to just do a review. But if I do a little of both, I don't have to be that great at either of them and it could still be fun. Oh my gosh, yes, I love just sharing my thoughts on things like that because even sometimes when I do like a roundup of all the music, like I can't say enough about them and you forget about little things and like things happen when you listen for the first time that you don't remember later. Or if you talk about it, you're like, I don't remember why I thought that or why I said that. Whereas if you just grab that live, that's how it is. Also, hey, wait, I want to tell you guys something exciting. Just like probably not exciting for anybody but myself. But listen, I had to like abandon my old YouTube channel like a year ago. Like a year ago, I only posted like 3 or 4 videos, I think, after January of last year. and it sucked and I hated it. And I was so close to 10K, and like then I had to go all the way back. Now, I started this channel in like the beginning of December, end of November. Actually, no, wait, maybe it was earlier than that. Maybe it was mid-November. But anyways, when it said I had to get 4,000 hours of watch time before I could just like get my channel back to like being approved for everything, like in order to get monetized and stuff, you have to have 4,000 hours of watch time. I thought it was minutes, and I was like, that's easy. And then it was hours, and I was like, I'm never going to get there. And I am currently under 300 hours away from that. And that is so sick. Like, I know it's stupid and like it shouldn't matter, but just being able to say I'm like one step closer to being at the same point as I was with my last channel just feels really nice. I never made that much money off my old channel. It's not like I was like, I've lost my income or like, oh, this money. It's like, it's more just about the principle of like getting back to a point where I can just be like, but also at the same time, all my first listen videos are going to be demonetized, and that's fine. I literally don't care if I make money off of this YouTube channel. It would be nice, but I don't plan on ever being like a full-time YouTuber because that feels fiscally irresponsible. But like it just feels nice to know that like I'm going to be back in like proper standings, and just like it just feels really nice. I'm very excited. And also that was the numbers as of yesterday. So that's not even as of like, I got another 700 views or something on my Bring Me the Horizon video yesterday. So that's like, I could literally be at 4,000 hours right now. I don't know. I have to wait for it to refresh. But hey, oh my God, thanks guys. Yo, Vinny and Morgan, you're the real MVPs out here. But like, it just feels really nice to be at a point where I feel like I'm back. Okay, what do I think of Chase Atlantic's new EP? I have not listened yet. It is in my inbox. I do have to listen to it. And then I might do like an interview with them or something. We'll see. I was going to say don't tell anybody I said that, but this is live and it's going up on my YouTube channel. So actually that's my bad. Maybe I will. We'll see. For the record, for people that are just getting here, we have 3 copies of Bring Me the Horizons ammo. We're giving them away. The link is below if you want some vinyl. They're very cool. I really like the packaging. Like, it's just really fun. I don't know. I like when bands do cool stuff like this. And like it's pressed on this is like a plastic sleeve, and it's all like handwritten on it. I just think it's so fun. So anyways, if you want some vinyl, you can do that. That's something you can do. I have to share the link on Twitter after. But for now, it's just for all y'all that showed up here. So thanks for being here. It's been a really fun little chat ski, having a good time. Oh my God, what was that video? Oh my God. Drew Gooden and Danny Gonzalez reading their fanfic. And like one of the lines in the fanfic was they were laughing and talking and having a good time. And every time I say anything where I'm listing things, I have to end it now with like, and laughing and talking and having a good time. It was such a good video. I watched it, scream laughed the entire time, then got to Arizona and made everybody else watch it. And we all scream laughed, and it was beautiful. And then we just watched Cody and Noelle do all the Love Island videos, and like that's cringe. Like literally, could Arizona have been any better? No, it was perfect. Oh, I love my friends. I miss my friends. I hate group chats. I hate when people add me into a group chat on iMessage and everybody's texting and my phone's just like, and I'm like, oh my God, shut up, shut up, shut up. I hate it so much. Got a text. Sorry, I try not to yell because my family is awake and here. But we have a group text for the trip because we were planning stuff and like booking our Airbnb and everything. And I was like, God, I hate having a group chat. And then as soon as we left, I like text the group chat every day, just being like, "Hi, I miss you guys." And every time I open up my phone and see messages in the group chat, I'm like, "The group chat is alive, everybody's here." And it's like the first time I've ever actually wanted to be in a group chat. It's so funny how things change when you have friends that you love this much and, like, the whole group, and it's not, like, weird. I don't know. I'm used to being, like, the shunned one in the group where it's like, "Oh, yeah, she's here." And I'm like, "Ah." It's just I love my friends, and it's really nice to have them and to talk to them in a group chat. A fully new experience for me as a almost 27-year-old adult. Sick. Yeah, I cannot wait to go back to Arizona. Like, I will plan my whole I'll have to come back from England in time to go back to Arizona. Oh my god. But yeah, like, I literally once my friend said that and I started planning, like, "Oh, when would I go? Like, where would I work? What would I do?" I was like, "Well, I have to make it in time to go to slam dunk. That's the first rule. So, like, I have to make sure I plan to get there in time for slam dunk." My friend's like, "I'm not done school yet," at that point. I was like, "I'll go by myself, and I'll meet you there, when you're done." Um, and just, like, man, there are so many cool stores that I love there that I would just, like, work retail and then, like, hopefully make more content, and I came up with the best name for a vlog series at 3 in the morning. I literally texted 3 or 4 friends at 3 AM being like, "Listen, if I go to London, I have to vlog the experience. I have to show, like, what I'm doing here and where I'm going, and, like, I wanna try ahead of time to get in on the proper, like, blogger PR list so I can actually, like, go to things and show you guys cool things that are happening in London instead of being, like, a shut-in, which is a possible issue as well." Oh, wait, Slam Dunk got rid of the Midlands venue? I might have been looking at the wrong lineup because I totally thought that was still there. I will have to look into that. Um, but yeah, I was like, I wanna get on the proper list and do all this stuff and, like, make cool vlogs of my time to look back on, and I texted 3 friends being like, "I figured out the name for it, and you're gonna hate it." And I was like, "I'm gonna call it Vloggy London Town." And everybody was like, "Oh my god, Paige." Oh, good god. So I'm planning on making everybody suffer. It's gonna be so sick. Oh, man, only North and South. Why are all these festivals, like, folding? Canada, specifically Ontario, all of our festivals are gone. Literally every single festival is gone. So for 2 or 3 years, we had Way Home, it's gone. They said they were taking a break, we have heard nothing since. We had 1 year where they did oh god, what's that festival in the UK? We had one of your festivals, we did it once, never happened again. There was, uh, Osheaga, I think is still going on, but that's out in Quebec. So, um, we had like any festival like Warped Tour is obviously gone. It's not coming back here. Osheaga is the only festival holding it down here. Like that's it. And then like there's like ones out west, but that's so far. It would just never be worth it to go from out here. Um, I say that as if I don't fly to London, England for music festivals, but like that's different, okay? Um, but yeah, everything here is gone. So when people are like, "Oh, like you don't go to any festivals," it's like, "Well, yeah, we don't have one anymore." Oh my god, Royals is here. Guys, do you remember how I started this video talking about their new EP? There they are. Click on that and follow them. Oh yeah, Riot Fest came here twice, 3 times. Anyway, not long enough, and then it left, and it was great. The first year, fantastic. The second year, also fantastic. Heavy TO, oh my god, Heavy TO and Heavy MTL. Like, there were so many opportunities for good festivals, and people loved them. I think Riot Fest would have been better if they kept it at Fort York and kept it smaller, but they tried to go too big. They flew too close to the sun, and they burnt their wings and fell. And that's what happened there. That's the tea, sis. Um, ow. I just ripped the skin off my thumb. Things you're missing out on outside of frame is me anxiously picking my hands. Um, yeah. The Reading and Leeds lineup is so good. Oh god, Kat, I don't blame you. I have never been outside of Ontario and Quebec in Canada. I've traveled everywhere else, but I have never traveled anywhere in Canada. Is that bad? I don't know. Reading and Leeds lineup is so good this year. Um, the gender parity on the lineup is so much better than past years. Like, it's obviously not perfect. It would be nice to see some women headlining or co-headlining or like close up there. I think the last time a woman was that high up on the list was Paramore in 2014. But like there are a lot of women on the lineup, which is awesome. And I really like that. It makes me happy. Yeah. Oh my God. Listen, everybody won tickets that year. The first year I got tickets because I bought a shirt from Skate for Cancer, and then it like came with tickets. So my friend and I both bought a t-shirt and then got a free ticket, and it was cheaper than just buying the ticket. So it was sick. And then I think I won tickets the next year from one of the radio stations. And then the next year, I think everybody I ever met won a ticket, and then everybody didn't even go. So there's that. Um, but yeah, I miss I miss all these cool festivals. They were fun, and it was a good time. And now it's over. It's over for us. Um, yeah, it's nice to see, even if it's like you know in your heart that the lineups are becoming. Bye, Morgan. Yee yee. Um, I wish I could do that better. The like yee yee, but I can't. Probably because my lip is not packed. But anyways, yeah, I feel like festivals are becoming more diverse, and I know they're only doing it so that they can keep getting money and so people won't complain and like make them look bad. They're not doing it because they want to achieve gender parity. They're doing it because they want our money and to seem the most inclusive so more people give them money. But in the meantime, it feels really nice to know that gender parity is happening, even if it is just a ploy, because eventually that will make it the standard and then we won't have to fight for it anymore. It'll happen, you know? Man. What are my thoughts on the 2-day Warped Tour festival setups this year? I don't know. I just don't care, to be honest. Like, it's fine. People will go. I don't plan on going. I don't really want to support them anymore. Was really excited to see what would replace Warped Tour. I want to see who rises up to fill the void and do something cooler and better and more inclusive and less scummy and less accepting of so many pedophiles on the tour. Excuse me. Um, and like abusers and all of that. I just want to see who can step up, fill the void, and make something better and cooler that we can be excited about without kind of feeling like I'm going. I don't want to and I don't support them, but I'm going, aka me every year, except for last year when I did not get in and did not go. Sometimes I forget the Maine was even on this last Warped Tour because I just wasn't there. I forgot everybody was on the tour. Because I was telling somebody, I was like, yeah, the Maine haven't played Toronto in like a couple years. And they're like, yeah, they just played Warped Tour. And I was like, oh, yeah, well, you're not wrong, huh? Weird. um, but yeah, I don't know. I just don't care. I just kind of I want to see other things happen. I want to start my own thing, not like a touring festival thing, but just like showcases with cool artists. Oh my God, yeah, I can only imagine. Why aren't they playing Montreal? They're playing like Calgary and stuff. So why aren't they in Montreal? But yeah, like I would love to do like a how do I like do any of you watch like House of Strombo? My king, Strombo, George Strombolopoulos. Um he does like these performances in his house, and then like a few people come and they film it and they do like this whole fun thing. Oh my God, I knew you guys would watch House of Strombo. I went for one for Billy Talent, and first off, it changed my life. I was literally in the front row and Ben was like screaming in my face, and I was like, I have been waiting for this moment since I was 9 years old. 9. um it was so sick. And then I like wrote a blog post about it and Ben shared it and was like, thank you for caring. And I was like, but anyways, my point being, he does these like little shows in his house with big bands. And while I know that I probably can't do little shows with big bands, I could do little shows with new bands. And like, I almost like part of me wants to do it as like a surprise thing just so that I don't hurt anybody's like radius clause. Cause it's like you can't promote two shows in the same area at the same time. But if one of them is a surprise show and nobody knows who's playing, that doesn't disrupt the radius clause. So they can still play whatever shows they want to in the area. And then I can still do a cool thing. But like I want to do like almost like page backstage secret set. And then it's like you don't know what band is going to be here, but like just trust me they'll be cool and show up. And then it'll be somebody cool like Royals. You know what I mean? Or like all these other bands that I love from Toronto or like other places. Like if I go to London and Toronto bands come through, do like a cool little thing. The Gospel Youth. Oh yeah. Oh man, yeah. Mm. Yeah, no, Hannah, that's what I'm saying. If I went to the UK, I would totally do it. I would make everybody come listen to my good little Canadian children. And like, that's the thing is I just like what I am very passionate about is helping new bands build a good supportive fan base that will be there for them and like give them good feedback and tell them what songs they like best. Cause it's like when you're a new band and you're trying to find an audience, it's hard to know what steps are the right steps and what steps aren't because there's nobody there giving you that feedback yet. But if you can like build a supportive group of people that will tell you that feedback and be there supporting you, like that's so sick. And I love being able to do that. So like that's what I want to do. Oh my gosh, yes, watch the Jesse Reyes one. Strombo was great. He's like my favorite interviewer. He's from Toronto. I've been looking up to him since I was a child, and now in a being like at a point in my life where like we know each other is so weird to me and very cool. He's a very nice guy and he's very supportive of like new upcoming people and I just think he's great. That's my opinion. Oh, yes. Oh my god. That would be so sick. I just like I was talking to somebody about doing it. There's like a place in like a label in Toronto. I'm not going to say too much because I don't know what I'm supposed to say, but like they have like a location for doing live performances where you can film it. And I was like, yo, can I do something with that? And then like I don't think their studio space is done yet. I should ask them again if it's any closer to being done. But like I just think it'd be so fun to like surprise people, but like you guys would have to trust me that like I would not bring out someone boring. I have good taste. But I think it would be really fun. That's like one of my goals. Maybe not even for this year, but like my 5-year plan. Like I just think that would be really fun. I have a lot of things I really want to do. I want to do stuff like that. I want to do like I don't know. I have so much stuff I want to do. It's really hard to like plan things out because I have too many ideas and then I don't know how to commit to any of them because I get like 12 other ideas before I even finish thinking the first one, which is why I am constantly stuck between 600 things that I care about because I don't know how to commit to just one. I try to do all of them and then I can only do each of them to a certain level of done because I'm trying to do all the others. That's my fatal flaw. But yeah, I'll just like make people show up outside of like Buckingham Palace and I'll be like, here's a band. And they'll just perform in front of the fountain. Um, but like, oh, I have so much research I have to do if I'm going to go into like cool venues that I should be keeping an eye on or like cool neighborhoods to live in. Or I don't know. I need to figure out who the good like music PR companies are so I can be like, tell me about your bands so I can spread them back to Canada. So much to do. So much to do, so much to see. So what's wrong with taking the back streets? Am I right? Um, oh, man, I haven't done a YouTube live stream in so long. I almost like don't remember how to do it. I'm so used to Instagram where I'm just kind of like floating around on my phone and then nobody has to watch it later. Hi, I love you too. Thanks for stopping by. I don't know what's in your display picture, but it kind of looks like my t-shirt. Oh yeah, Emma Blackery. I've been watching her videos for so long. So long. Um, I don't even remember when. Like, I don't even remember what type of content she made when I started watching her. It's been that long. Um, oh, I was gonna tell you guys, I started, like, Twitch streaming for a while, and then I stopped because I was like, "I bet this is boring and nobody likes this." Um, but my friend Peter has a podcast called The Lore Boys, and they just, like, talk about the lore in video games and, like, the story behind it and, like, how it came to be and, like, when there's, like, a lot of backstory in games, they cover, like, that sort of stuff and, like, explaining it to you, but they're also just, like Peter is probably the quickest witted person I've ever met in my life. Like, he's so quick. It's like, how did you even come up with that comment so fast? Um, but this podcast, all 3 of them are like that. It is so stressful. I just feel like I'm moving in slow motion because 'cause they're coming up with jokes so quickly. Um, but their podcast, The Lore Boys, they tweeted me because I was like, "If I don't get a new Animal Crossing, I'm gonna bury all my furniture in the yard." Um, and they were like, "You should just play Stardew Valley." And I was like, "Well, what is that?" So I just went back on their podcast and listened to their episode about Stardew Valley, and then immediately, like, while I was still listening to the podcast, was, like, ordering it off of the PlayStation Store, and they were totally right. Oh my god. It is so fun, but, like, also at the same time, like, I'm still in, like, the 1st season, like, it's still spring of year 1, and everybody is so mean to me, and nobody wants to talk to me, and I go up to them to say hi, and they're like, "Why are you talking to me? Why do you think you should talk to me?" And I'm like, "This is just like real life." But I'm having so much fun playing it, and I just wanted to say Stardew Valley is very fun, and the Lore Boys podcast is very fun if you like gaming at all, or even if you just like people being funny. You should totally check it out. It's called The Lore Boys. I follow them on Twitter, which you can find if you just look at the people I recently followed on Twitter. Um, yeah, it's just really funny. You should totally listen if you like anything like that. They're just funny guys. And so I'm really excited to get back to playing Stardew Valley for a little bit. It's very, like, cathartic. It's just really nice to play it and, like, tune out from the world for a few minutes slash hours slash I was playing till, like, 3 in the morning. Um, oh, Kingdom Hearts 3. I know so much about the Kingdom Hearts lore because of my ex-boyfriend. He is obsessed with Kingdom Hearts. So I know the entire storyline, all the characters. I've never played any of them. I know all of it. And the order and the progression of the games and how that doesn't make any sense. And it's just like somehow I have absorbed all of this information. So, hey, I hope Kingdom Hearts 3 makes sense in the order it's in the franchise, and so many things, like, there's so many plot holes, there's so many things I don't understand still, and I still can't remember the difference between, like, a Heartless and, like, Roxas. Like, he's not a Heartless, he's, like, the Heartless version of Sora. It's just, like, so overly complicated for no reason, and it's supposed to be a children's game. How are children supposed to keep up with this? I don't know. It's ridiculous. Um, and then, like, Mickey locking himself in the, like never mind. Anyways, it's just a lot, and I am really glad I don't have to keep up with it anymore because it's too much for me. Um, it's just a lot. It's a lot to keep up with. And, hey, I hope it's fun, though. I've been hearing good things. Apparently, because the last game came out, like, a billion years ago, like, the graphics are so much better this time around. It's, like, blowing people's minds. So that's really fun. Ah. Flying around with Baymax. I love that. That's so wholesome. Um, okay, I think I'm gonna call this quits here because this is already over an hour, and I'm just thinking, I should probably film another video today, so I should probably do it. The sun's not really out, but I should probably do it before it goes all the way down because then my videos look very scary. So hey, thank you for stopping by. I hope that you find some new songs you want to listen to. Right after I shut this down, I'm going to go update my playlist so you can listen to all of the songs that I mentioned at the beginning of this video. If you want to win a bunch of vinyl, that giveaway is there. Make sure you enter, get yourself some records, and then I will send them out. The contest is going to close on Thursday so that I can send them out before the weekend, next weekend. So yeah, thanks for stopping by, guys. Hope you find out some songs that you like. And yeah, I guess that's it. I don't really have much else to say besides check out these songs, support these bands. Oh, if you like any of these songs, follow these bands on social media. I know it sounds stupid and it shouldn't matter. And it's like, it's about the music and not about the social following, but it can help these bands so much with booking shows or getting opportunities just to show, because labels aren't and everybody aren't looking anymore at like, oh, your music is good. They're like, yeah, your music's good, but have you already built yourself an audience? So if you like any of these bands, make sure you follow them because it really does help them. Even though it seems stupid, it really helps. So make sure you do that. And I'll see you guys next time with lots of more musical goodness and probably some more first listens. And follow Royals, follow their YouTube channel. It's right there commenting. It is so easy to find them. Do it. I love you guys. Okay, I'll see you guys very soon. Thanks for stopping by. Bye.